Hey water signs, welcome to another reading. This is for all y'all, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I didn't say that for the other signs. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't say their signs. It's fine. Y'all are making me notice that. Okay. This is just gonna be a reading, or not just a reading, but a reading to see what the divine wants you to know. Look at, you know, I don't know, something. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, water signs. I was about to call y'all air signs. Air signs must be like heavy somewhere, cause they everywhere. They everywhere. Okay, so the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So the divine is already telling y'all it's all right. Whatever's going on, it's okay. She just like, okay, whatever is going on, it's okay. The next card is no, but wait, pause, postpone, or say no. I feel like it is a pause. It could be divine asking you to also wait. Yeah. Pleiades, double mission. Channeling and uplifting humanity. So it's like, maybe you're on pause until you get ready to fully be able to be there, where you can both channel and uplift humanity. So use that channeling, you know, for better good of people, human beings. All right. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking, you know, keep facing your true north. So it's like, yeah, you're getting here to where it's like, you know, you're on your path. And because you know that, you know, you get to rest, you get to retreat, you get to be held, you know. But I feel like this is you're getting there, okay? To longing for home, belonging. The original light workers, like you're a light worker, you're coming into yourself in some way and get grounded. You know, you're empath, highly sensitive, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, you know, but Cancer especially. That's what I just heard. And at the bottom, calling your tribe, or the overall soul family, calling your tribe. Okay, you don't have to do it alone. Under that is unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So yeah, it's like either you had to do this, or through this experience you're releasing what doesn't serve you for the better of like what you have to do out here in the world with this uplifting humanity, you know, because yes, you have to focus on yourself, and you're here for yourself, yes, but you're also here to okay, maybe that's what that soul family, calling your tribe. You're here, or you're learning. You're getting towards the journey of finding your soul tribe through the understanding that you are here to be who you are and be yourself and come into that, like really come into that. But you're also here to be that, you know, in front of other people, with other people, you know, something like that, where that other people can see you in yourself, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, okay, so this ever unfolding rose, it's happening to you, not for you. For you, not to you. The King of Pentacles came out with that. So it's like, you are who you are, okay? Yes, you are. Like I said, like, yes, you are. You are this King of Pentacles. You have that energy. I keep hearing Cancer. Like, you have that energy, Cancer. Since you want me to say you have that energy, Cancer, okay? You do. You really do. But now the divine wants you to see how your energy, who you are, where you're going, is going to lead you somewhere. And so the divine is like making you pause, making you postpone things or yourself, or in some way, like something like the divine is asking you to pause before you go out here like a fool. Basically, I mean, before you go out here looking like a fool, okay? You know, if you black, your mama might have used to say that to you. Don't be having me out here looking like a fool. Basically, that's what the divine out here telling you. Look, don't be having me out here looking like a fool now, okay? Okay? Look, I have taken you through some things, okay? I have allowed you to know who you are, okay? But don't be having me out here looking like a fool. Look, you supposed to be channeling and uplifting humanity. I have your cups filled, okay? I do. The divine is telling you that, okay? So stop overthinking yourself. Keep facing your true north and use the magic, use the skills, use the gifts that I have given you. Okay, okay. And because I have given you this, you know this, and I'm telling you to not be not make me look like a fool out here, you know. Take a break. If you need to take a break and you need to figure some shit out, you know, sometimes the Emperor can get stubborn. Is stubborn, can be stubborn. Yes, the Emperor knows a whole lot of information, you know, has a great amount of understanding, you know, can tell people what the fuck is up without no problems, but sometimes does not want to listen. I just heard Cancer again. Okay. So, Cancer, you know, this is not just a Cancer reading. Cancer, y'all are heavy. But Scorpio and Pisces, you know, don't be having the divine out here looking like a fool. That's just basically it. If you need to take a break, if you need to come into yourself, you know, into your knowing, then do that, you know. This longing for home, belonging, light workers, like, you know, in this moon, it's like the divine is like, you know, you're gonna be like, with this pause, it's like the divine is just like, we just need to revamp, I guess, a little bit, you know. I need to give you something, like the divine needs to, like, I don't know, let you know some things. Look, I mean, that's why the Get Grounded is here, you know. And, you know, the divine wants you to unbound, be releasing the things that you don't need, you know. Okay, I know I'm trying to put it together because the Pillar of Light is also here. So it's like the divine, you know, again, you know who you are, you know what you possess, but don't be out here making the divine look crazy. Looking like a fool. That's yeah. Moon and the stars. Okay. One. Don't quit. Okay. Yeah. Don't quit what you're doing. You're doing what you're doing. The moon and the stars, you're listening, you're understanding, you know, with the moon and the stars, especially with y'all as water signs, you know, heavy moon and star energy comes off with like water signs for me, because the water, like the oceans are ruled by the moon. Like weather people, I feel like they must study astrology or something, because the moon, like they understand the moon. They understand the moon and the stars and how that shit work. They have to. So it's like, in order to understand like the water and how the water is gonna work. So it's like, y'all may have a deep understanding of like the moon and the stars, or like that's really heavy for y'all. And the divine wants you to know that you are number one. You might have, you know, put out to the moon and the stars, use the moon and the stars in some way to, you know, talk to God, talk to the divine, to put out what you want, basically, for yourself out here. You did that, you know. That's why you're the King of Pentacles now. And you understood through that, those moon and star like connections, talks, whatever you be doing, you know, it's like you understand that everything is happening for you, not to you. Like you came into understanding that way. But before you take this understanding to a full experience, the divine just wants you to pause and like look at yourself before you start really understanding what you're doing for humanity. And then once you do that, it's just a quick pause, because that's the only pause that it is. It's just quick. It's real quick. It's a real quick pause. And then after that, it's like you're off doing what you need to do, being who you need to be, not quitting. You popping, okay? You're out here using your gifts, your talents, okay? You're not overthinking. You know you're on the path that you need to, okay? You're there. You popping, okay? And then it's like, you had to check yourself as an emperor. I just saw 1313. You have to check yourself as an emperor. That's why you was asked to, you know, take a little break. Take a little break, take a little pause. On this rest now as the emperor, when you checking yourself, it's like, okay, I see why I had to pause. I see why the divine was asking me, like, don't be having me out here looking like a fool. You know, that's it. You just have that understanding. And now it's like, I'm gonna continue to blow my horn. Okay. You about to continue to do that. You just needed some more insight, just a little bit from the divine, okay? So that way you could be out here like, fuck them people. The people that you don't need, that were not a part of this journey that you're on. And so you're getting grounded. You had to get grounded. You had to get grounded. The divine forced you to. 5, like, you had to get grounded. You had to focus on, like, what is the divine trying to get me to do? What is the divine trying to get me to change? Because something obviously needs to change, you know, something, in order for me to fully come into this pillar of light, okay? In order for me to fully trust my path, okay? In order for me to fully have the type of soul family that I really deserve, you know? You had to get rid of some things, get rid of some people, cut yourself out of all types of shit. You had to do that. You had to do that. And now you're thankful. You're thankful. Continue to be thankful. Yeah, you had to leave. That song always come up. I gotta go. I gotta leave. So please don't make it hard for me. Okay? 10 of Swords. Like, you had to go. You had to leave. You had to do that because you had to experience. You had to experience. You had to just revamp. Basically, it was a revamp. Whatever this was for you that you went through, that the divine was like, either it placed a pause on you, it made you postpone some things, it made you say no, you know, something like that. It made you wait. It placed a full weight. The divine said no in some way. And it was just a revamp. Whatever it was, no matter how you look at it, it was just a revamp. That's why it's like you didn't quit. You just had to revamp. That's it. That's it. Knight of Cups. It's like, now you get the full understanding. It's on the way. Because you revamped, because you were like, okay, all right, I'll just go through this revamping. I'll just go through it. You know, even the 8 of Cups is like with what I'm looking at, it's like, yeah, you just had to go through the revamp. And then because you went there, you know, 10 of Swords is like, okay, I went through that. You know, I experienced this, whatever. The sun is coming up. I can see the sun. Like, okay, look, the sun is coming up. Hey, sun. And now it's like, my cups are about to be full. And then a 9 of Cups is here. And it's like, yes, yes they are. Yes they are. And this is a Tower because it's like, because you did this revamp, you about to fuck it up. Like when I say, like, you popping. Oh, and then the Magician is under there. Yes, you popping. Like you, I just heard upgrade. Yeah. Stop overthinking it. You're already doing it. And then the Magician was under, but I already pulled it earlier. But it's like, you're about to showcase these upgrades. You have upgrades. You upgraded. Okay, so I know I said revamp, but you upgraded. This is like a computer scenario again. I don't know who I did it for before, but it's a computer scenario. Like, human beings, if you think about computers, you know, they could be thought of as computers. You can, if you need like a physical, another way of thinking about human beings, you can think about human beings as a computer. Okay? And it's like, your physical body has to be able to handle the software. The software, the phone. The phone, if the phone is not fully upgraded, so your phone, so this is a phone, okay? This is an older phone, kinda, in phone terms, it is. It's a 10R, okay? The software, I have a software update waiting right now, okay? But it's like, if the phone was not able to handle the software, then you would notice, like the software would lag. It just, the hardware would just not work with the software, okay? And so it's like, y'all had to go through an upgrade. Y'all went through an upgrade of hardware a while ago in some way. You know, you became, like, physically, you became the pillar of light. You did. You did. but you had to go through a software update. I know this sounds weird, but it's like y'all have to go through a software update, okay? And in the software update, you gotta cut off, you know, you gotta revamp. You have to revamp. It's a revamping. You have to revamp. You gotta cut off some things, some features that, you know, maybe didn't work in the last software update, okay? It's just not working. You know, you gotta cut out people. You have to cut out some things. Revamp. If it's working, then you're just keeping it in, you know? Making it, using what you already know, what you already have to make it better, you know? And so it's like, now, this is like the debut of the new software, okay? And it's like, you popping because you done upgraded your software, okay? You are upgraded. You are new. You are new. Your hardware and your software now match, okay? The divine has been out here sculpting you. I just really heard Pisces. You have been sculpted, okay? And now this tower is here because it's like people looking at you with your new software, your new hardware. Like, you just look new. You look revamped. You look like you have, you know, just went through like some shit. Yeah, you experienced an upgrade with this Page of Cups. And now you about to continue blowing your horn. You just needed a little revamp. You had to check yourself real quick. You had to check to see where you needed to work on yourself, what you had to do. The divine, you know, your creator, the creator of computers, phones, same thing. You know, your creator, you know, just had to give you some upgrades. I'm just saying, yeah. The divine had to give you some upgrades, okay? Whether you knew it or not. This is also what's coming. Like that, no, that's why I was quick, because it's like you might have known or not about this upgrade. Like, you know, sometimes you could just wake up and your phone is upgraded and it's like, what? Like, how did this happen? Did I say to do that? But it's like, okay. And then you start, you know, using the phone later and it's like, oh, I like this. I could do this. This is better. I like this. So it's like that. Like, y'all just woke up and you just came into a new software, a new way of being, and you got some upgrades, okay? Look, y'all was running a little slow with this, that hoe slow as hell. Like, y'all had some you had some glitches. You had some glitches that needed to be fixed. You had some glitches that needed to be fixed. Just you was some bugs may have came in, you know, something happened. And the divine was like, oh, no, we gotta upgrade this shit. We have to. Like, they can't be out there glitching like that. That's why, yes. That's why when I was like, you can't be having me out there looking like a fool. The divine had to upgrade you real quick. Like, for real. You may have not known that this happened, but it happened. It happened, or it's happening. It's happening. It's just happening. And you're gonna wake up and be like, a new person, newly upgraded, okay? Trust the path. The divine did it, or is doing it. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. Now you in this hoe. You rich. Okay? Look, master of self. For real. Okay? I just saw Aries and 22 cooking up. If the divine don't have you upgraded now, if your upgrading came through now, then it's coming through. Okay, calm down. You know, you have no. I don't want to say you don't have control over it, but it's like, okay, honestly, okay. So it's like, I appreciate you and love came out. Okay, so it's like, whenever you sign up, whenever you buy a phone, you're signing up to use that software. You're signing up to, you know, agree to whatever is about to be done while you're using that phone, basically. Okay. And so it's like, the same thing with the divine. You signed up for this. Okay? You signed up for this. Once you get the phone, you know, it's like, most of the time, we only have a few phone choices. And, you know, okay, this is a whole thing, but it's like, and I don't want to do that because I know, whatever, but that's how it's coming, so I'm gonna do it. So like, say, I really don't want to do that. Divine Spirit, okay. So let's say that, in these terms only, because that's it, just these terms, this scenario only. So let's say the Divine Spirit is like Apple, okay? Apple phones, iPhones, not Apple, but iPhones. The Divine is iPhones, or I guess it would have to be Apple. I guess the Divine Spirit would have to be Apple. Okay, and then let's say androids, I mean, it makes sense. Androids are, you know, the devil and whoever makes androids. Okay, there's only one company. Okay, I hear it, Divine Spirit, I hear it. So, there's only one company that can make Apple iPhones. Apple, you know? There's only one company that does that. I'm sorry. There are many companies, you know, companies, brands, whatever, that can create something with Android. Okay? The devil can use many people to do many things, and they all can operate, you know, in their androidish ways. They can all operate, and they do operate. They serve their purpose, you know, for those who have those devices. It serves the purpose. However, those are vessels that are all filled in terms of human beings now. Those are vessels that are filled with like all of the same software that is like, if you know, Android is the devil, then it's like all these people is walking demons. They're walking demons, they're soulless. They're soulless because demons, soulless people can be demonized for me. So it's like, if you're soulless, like you don't believe in anything, you just out here just living life and not even giving a fuck that you have a life. It's just so much. Your mental is not up to where, you know, you're not upgraded. Your mental is not up to where you need to be. You don't give a fuck about your body, your hardware. Like, you just out here throwing your device just everywhere, just like, what the fuck, just fuck it. Not upgrading, not asking for upgrades, not searching, not nothing. You just like, I just got this phone and that's it. I don't care. And so then it's like, that's the devil, that's androids. Okay, a lot of Android phones, honestly, people don't care about them. Let me stop. But in this term, if you have an Android, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. This is just for this scenario because, again, you saw me. I don't want to create this type of thing because I have my reasons behind like phone companies. I'm not gonna go into all that right now, but if in terms of you have an iPhone, you have an iPhone, you have the updates that you need. You know, I'm really not glorifying this company because I do not glorify this fucking company. I do not. I really do not. And I don't want to, but it's coming out like this just because of the way that I know how software is, and this particular software is, and how the company works, and how they created their phones, basically, and the concept of software. The concept of software and the concept of human beings' spirit is the same. The concept of software and the concept of spirit, our spirit inside of ourselves, is similar. And so, you know, the divine using you and just sending software updates, sending your spirit updates, it happens. That's where that needed to go. I'm not gonna, whatever. I don't condone a lot of things that these phone companies do. I really don't. Software companies, I don't. I use the devices and I have them, but I personally know a whole lot about these companies, and so I am not endorsing. I'm really not. It came out as a scenario. I really didn't want to do that, but it came out. So, you know, you have some upgrades. You had some upgrades, and now you're a whole new person. You're a whole new person, water signs. Okay? Your physical matches your internal, and you are mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually fulfilled, or will be. Okay? That's what the divine is doing. That's what the divine is doing, and that's where the divine is trying to get you to go, to be all of those things. Because in order for you to be, okay, not making the divine out here look stupid. I said stupid, look like a fool, but same thing. Then it's like you have to just allow the divine to do what the divine needs to do. You know? Again, you signed up for this shit. If you signed up or you asked the divine, what do I need to do to be the person that I want to be, to go where I need to go, to do whatever the fuck out here in this world, to really step into the person that you are supposed to be on earth, then this is what you signed up to. And yes, sometimes the divine is just going to send you upgrades. You're going to go to sleep. Okay, you're gonna go to sleep and you're gonna wake up. I just saw 33, 4 threes. Okay, so you are going to wake up, go to sleep and wake up a whole new person, like just upgraded, just literally upgraded. And that's just it. The divine did that for you. Thank God. And that's just it. Just thank God. Just be like, wow, I didn't know I needed it, but thank you, because I get it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. The divine is not nothing to be scared for, scared about. Because if you're doing what you need to do, then the divine isn't scary. I don't be scared of God. Okay, so you know, like, this is something that I've had to come into a concept, because it's a concept about people being scared of God. And I feel like that's the Christian way of being. If you're scared of God, because, you know, I mean, a long time ago, when we were enslaved, they wanted us to be scared of God in a way so that we can be scared of the master, the white man. And so because they wanted us to be scared of the white man, basically, it's like, that's why they also painted everything and everybody within the Bible as white, because white matches the master. And if you're scared of a white man, of course God has to look white, because then you'd be scared of God, a white man, like making God a white man. My God is not a being, a human being. So I don't think of God in a human being terms. That's why I say divine spirit, okay? So it's like, you know, like I'm not scared. I'm not scared of God. I'm really not. I'm not scared of God. Like, God is my nigga. Like, me and God is cool. Like, we have, I'm not gonna do all that, but it's like we communicate and we have a very good relationship. Like, if God was a person in physical form, I would fucking, you know, love that person. But it's like, you can't, because you can't love human beings in the same way that God is God, because God is God, okay? But to have that strong of a love, God is love. Like, God is not hate or harm or scary. Like, if I'm love, like me personally, or you, like thinking about you, if you are love, then it's like, why would you, and you know, like, that's where you're going, like, that's the path. Shit, you could have been downloaded love. Who knows? Like, that could be the upgrade inside of you, love. Like, it's like, if you are love, then why would God want you to be scared of love? No. Like, fuck. I can't. Love is letting go of fear. Love is letting go of fear. That's a book. I've read that book a couple times now, and I gave it up to somebody, but I read that book for the first time like a few years ago. And ever since then, my mind has been blown and changed, and, you know, God started to come into my life in a different way. And a new way, through understanding love. Like, I had to look at love in a certain way and come into an understanding of love in order to understand God in a better way. God didn't come through the book, but in me understanding love and what love is and what love is not, I was able to understand God is love. Just love. Like, God is love. Like, God is love. You know, Rev Run. But for real, when he used to be in the bathtub and he would write his message or type his message on that damn Palm Pilot, okay? And then at the end, he would be like, God is love, Rev Run. I feel like as a child, I didn't fully understand that. I didn't, and there's so many reasons as to why. But it's like, God is going to show you that God is love, or is showing you God is love. You do not need to be fearful of God. God is not fear. God is love. Okay? So, your upgrade could possibly be love. That's interesting. That's an interesting download. Oh, wow. And then devotion. So, yeah. You about to figure some shit out. Water signs. Okay. This was interesting. All right. Oh. I do offer readings now. So, if you want to book, then it should be a pinned comment down below. But if not, then you can go to the about section on the channel, and then I have the link there. And then, you know, book for when I asked to book you to book for when you want to receive your reading. So if you want to receive the reading 2 days from whenever you book it, and you know that like that's when the divine is telling you, go off of when the divine is telling you to book. Don't just book to just book. Look, okay, I'm telling you now, I don't want people dependent on me with these readings, with anything like that. I have had this conversation with the divine. I guess it's coming out. Okay. I've had this conversation with the divine, and I asked and I told, because the divine know how I am, you know, of course, but I don't like people depending on me. I don't want people depending on me. So I don't want you depending on me, water signs, okay? So book for when the divine is guiding you to book for, to receive it. To book, not only book, but when the divine is guiding you to receive the message, okay? I have asked the divine to do that. So the divine should be guiding you to do that. Listen, you need to be listening, okay? So I'm just saying, don't just be booking the book, because I probably might tell you, I'm not gonna do this. And I'm really just being real, because the divine blesses me. So it's like, I'm not out here chasing money. I'm really not. I'm really doing this because the divine asked me to. And so, yeah, I want y'all to get what you want and what you need, but I'm not gonna be out here like having you dependent on me. Like, that's just not, I don't want that, and I don't like that. So yeah, that's it. I just needed to put that out there, I guess. All right, bye y'all.